From the unfurling of the American flag to the Findlay Market Parade, Major League Baseball's opening day carries so much meaning with its history of traditions. So let's rank the best opening day traditions. I'm going to start with the moment of pride, raising the championship banner. This ritual is so satisfying for fans, and even for the teams, as it basically means your team is the best. Everyone knows it. It's also really important for the 30 teams to win a championship and perform the years-old tradition. The upcoming season's opening day is March 30th. The day is like a national holiday for fans. And 2022 defending World Series champions, Houston Astros, have the honor of raising the championship banner at home. They'll get to add a brand new flag to their collection. Only one team gets to experience this each year. Now let's move on to the next memorable moment, tailgating with hope. I've been there and so have you. It's the time when everyone believes that their team contains the best. We've all seen it. The hope and belief that your team is going to be crowned the World Series champion.
Got him swinging there. Willitson retires a second.
Fans have high hopes for their favorite team throughout the year. Nothing is more special than a feeling that our team will win the series this year. Sometimes that feeling also fades away. They hype themselves, they hype others supporting the same team. It's honestly what keeps us baseball lovers going through the long, chilly winter season. The thought of stepping outside and maybe catching a home run by chance.
Gets a piece of that one here. We'll see if it drops. It was the center fielder who had to step up onto it, but
every time the day is near, I honestly feel like I'm a kid and it's my birthday. Now the opening day is such a significant day that families stick together and plan everything in advance. Family holiday. You know the dates, and you know you need to plan your vacations according to the big day. How many of you have called in sick on the day? Families go the extra mile to make sure the tiny ones in the family fell sick and had to stay home from school. I call it the one-day flu. It magically disappears overnight. But you know what? Staying home brings the fam together, especially fathers and sons who bond over their shared love of baseball.
To the plate. Steve, right three. A ripper over the outside edge.
I think it's about time that teachers and employers realize it. The fact that opening day is a major event, and it should already be a national holiday. Next, the parade, which celebrates the rebirth of baseball. Findlay Market Parade in Cincinnati. Even in the 1800s, the parade was in place. But this tradition officially kicked off in 1920 to mark opening day. The parade celebrates the big day in Cincinnati, which used to host baseball games. It's the place that birthed professional baseball, so it covers the history of Americas. And the Cincinnati Reds were the oldest franchise, the first professional baseball team. They used to open at home until 1989. So if I'm being honest, it's illegal to mention all the opening rituals without bringing this event up. After all, it's a tradition of more than 94 years. Now, I'm going to recall some of the memorable moments of this beautiful event.
Really? Well, there's another strikeout. Good fastball tailing away at 97 miles.
After a tough winter, spring kicks in and everyone puts their snow shovels out of sight. The Cincinnati Reds and the people of Cincinnati step out to celebrate the beginning of baseball season. It's a relief to step out and feel the sun hit your skin. The parade includes 5,000 participants, and about 100,000 people roam the streets. High school marching bands walk down the streets too. So it's not totally like the Rose Bowl parade. Even animals like horses and elephants from the zoo and circus get to be a part of the spectacular event. The people of Ohio come together to celebrate the history of the city. Moving on, let's talk about Chicago's opening day ritual, singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at Wrigley Field. It's a classic baseball song, the unofficial anthem of the MLB, and you probably hear people singing it at different ballparks. But it's just extra special when you get to sing it at Wrigley Field. The baseball stadium has such a special tradition to sing the song during the 7th inning stretch. This opening day ritual reminds everyone that baseball is back. The Chicago Cubs have switched things up for this tradition by having celebs like Bill Murray singing the song. Whoever wins or loses on opening day, I just know I'll be singing this bop at the top of my lungs.
Back to third, not in time. So a run scores. The Seminoles do cut down.
Now for the tradition that marks the first pitch of the year, the president throwing out the first pitch. The tradition started on April 14, 1910. Baseball enthusiast and then President William Howard Taft opened the season for Washington Senators' home game at National Park. He's in historical records for being the first president to ceremoniously open the season. He started the tradition, and then several presidents participated in the festivity. In 1950, President Harry Truman kickstarted the first pitches with his left and right arm. Since then, Presidents Herbert Hoover, Woodrow Wilson, Franklin Roosevelt, Dwight Eisenhower, and Ronald Reagan have joined to throw the first pitch. George Bush has also been a participant. Bill Clinton and Barack Obama participated in the ceremonial throw too. How wonderful it must feel to be in the same area, the same ballpark as the president. But I guess not everyone would be happy to see the President of the United States on a baseball field, especially when the crowd has to suffer in long security lines and traffic. Some spectators might even comment on their methods. Keep in mind, guys, still, even people who don't follow baseball know about this opening day tradition and know its significance.
That one up the middle, backhanded by India, fluid feed Barrero, bouncing throw-in.
Now, while some people might realize that these presidents never got any training, that should be enough to make them stop judging them. Next, we're going to talk about the pleasing sight of watching horses playing around the field. Clydesdales on the field. The St. Louis Cardinals take a different approach on the day. They stick to most of the protocols, but the thing which makes them stand out is the fact that they allow horses on the field. That's right. It's a unique ritual to have the horses trotting on the ballpark to open the MLB season for the city of St. Louis. Now, even though you can catch the horses anytime throughout the year, there's just something super special about seeing the Clydesdales on opening day. Just like Ronald McDonald symbolizes McDonald's, the Clydesdales are a major symbol of America as they're recognized as the mascot of Anheuser-Busch, and they also symbolize peace and strength. So yeah, they're not just any horses. They're Clydesdales, and they're giant and beautiful. Watching the horses there is like someone decided to incorporate a circus with a baseball game, but it's really fun. I hope the tradition continues, and it would be really fun for parents who show up with their kids too. It's a win-win situation for everyone, and hopefully also for the St. Louis Cardinals if they play on their home field. Now, for the moment every American waits for, the unfurling of the American flag. This tops the list for me. The unfurling of the huge American flag just makes me feel like I'll burst due to excitement. It's a really good way to express gratitude to the many men and women who have served the country without hesitating to give up everything. They've spent time away from their families, lost lives, lost limbs. So the least everyone can do in return is to respect the national anthem and the unfolding of the flag on the baseball field, just for the people in uniform. So make sure you stop talking to your friends, stay quiet, and take off your hats to pay respect. No game or sport can outshine this tradition. That's all for the best opening day traditions in baseball. What's your favorite ritual for the big day? Let me know in the comments below.